All right, so I just re-uploaded the first part of my Road to Max. It was just kind of like an intro, just like a brief intro to the game. I'm not sure how many people are new who are watching this video who have never even heard of 2004 Escape and whatnot. My YouTube channel has been pretty dead for a long time, so there's probably like there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be like unsubscribing and whatever, you know. I don't know. That's usually what I do when I just see like random channels that I sub to like years ago, and I'm just like, who is this? Like, what is this random video showing up? And like nowadays, like the recommended feed is like really the only way to get any sort of I guess like viewership and whatnot. But anyways, so now that I have kind of like a better idea of what I want to like talk about and whatnot, so next update is gonna be pretty cool. A lot of I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing KQ on release. I'm definitely going to check it out because there's going to be a lot of people. As far as I know, based on the current sources, it's going to be KQ is only going to have a mage attack because later on they added the ranged attack. So basically you could safe spot KQ, which is going to be really cool. Another thing is it's gonna allow you to use cannons in there, which isn't a thing in old school. Later on, KQ will eventually be able to destroy your cannon, but for the most part, KQ is gonna be almost AFK, and I don't know what that's gonna do to the dragon chain price. I don't know. I kind of want a dragon chain, but the problem with going for max is that there really isn't that much room to just like spend money. Like even if like let's say D chain is 10 mil. That is a lot in resources, and that 10 mil is kind of hard to come by right now. Even though I'm doing probably like one of the best money makers in the game. But later on, like Barrows is gonna come out. There's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be worth spending money on. So I don't know. I'm not fully relying on the money I make from runecrafting. I have a feeling I'm just gonna be stuck with like a million S or a million nats and just slowly sell them over time. Like I know that there's going to be a lot of players like around 2005, that's when Slayer and all that, like a lot of people are going to enjoy the game more, and there's probably like, if I had to guess, there's probably going to be like maybe 500 to maybe 1k concurrent, if I had to guess. Now it's a little bit of a reach, you know, that's a little over the top, but I don't know. I have high hopes because I think a lot of old school players, and I think there was a 2005 server from back in the day. I remember I saw like a lot of people that I followed on Twitter, they played that, and I was tempting to play it, but I was still into old school, and I think I was just starting my Iron Man. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm gonna try, like my plan for day one of the update is just to do the quests. That's kind of what I've just been doing almost every update, just finish all the quests. So the ones that are going to be coming out is going to be Death Plateau and then Troll Stronghold. Now, because Slayer might be coming out in the future, well, it is going to come out. I don't know if it will be good to do Troll Stronghold. I don't know if that's going to be something that like unlocks trolls as like a Slayer task. There's some quests that kind of, I mean, I can't really go back now, but there are some quests that you kind of want to avoid if you're going to go and do Slayer later on. But honestly, with the way I think Slayer is going to end up, I think it's just going to be like, okay, just do whatever task and try and do it fast. Since I think on initial release you won't be able to skip, and I've come up with like some cool spots. Like the other day I spent pretty much like 8 hours just trying to find. Basically, there's this hidden update that Andrew Gower did where he changed the levels of all the NPCs, and I just went around using osrs.world to. I basically went to like every dungeon, every location, like every upstairs, downstairs, basement level of the game, uh, except for like maybe the runecrafting altars. There's no like relevant NPCs except apparently the death altar is in the cache somewhere, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, I spent like 10 hours, or it was like 8 hours, just clicking on random NPCs, and I found some like weird things along the way. Like apparently there's a troll spawn right now in the game. If you go into the clock tower jail, where there's like those 6 ladders, which is supposed to have a hobgoblin there, but apparently, I don't know, maybe it was used for testing or something. It's already something that's going to be changed next update, but it was just funny that I saw that. I was like, oh man, maybe I can get like a day 1 or like day 0 granite shield or something. Oh man, I don't know. It was just one of those things. Like, am I tripping? Like, what is going on here? And it was like a fully working troll. Like, it aggroes on you, it drops big bones, but it has no other drops, which, I don't know. I guess it's like a little insight of what's to come. So I think my plan is to just rush the 2 quests. I already have like the items ready. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and I realize I think it's Death Plateau, but you need to bring like 10 trout and like 10 bread. And one thing that I didn't realize, that's a lot of inventory space. And a little pro tip to anyone that's watching this, it's gonna be good to just bring like a little GP and just actually keep it noted, and then just use the general store to unnote, and probably bring like maybe an extra bread / trout for that part, just in case the shop takes one away or whatever. So that's actually kind of like a big brain idea that I had. But also climbing boots are going to be in the game, which is going to be best in slot even after Slayer release. Because apparently, I didn't even know this, but rune boots never had a strength bonus on release, which kind of sucks. Because I was hoping, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to make money. Because I remember back in the day in old school, I was probably like the 7th person to get 85 Slayer, or maybe I was like the 14th to 99. I can't remember, but I think I have my stats on Rune Tracker. That was like before Temple OSRS, before Crystal Math Labs. People were using Rune Tracker. That was like the pre-EOC skill tracker. I think you can still see like my gains from back in the day. But yeah, rune boots, they were, so obviously everyone wants to go for the whip, which I think Rune Shark ended up becoming the first person to get a whip / 85 Slayer. But rune boots were like 200k each. Like, they were pretty good money if you had that task. I should have just camped that all day. But that's like kind of one of the early money makers, so it's kind of a bummer that on release they're kind of gonna be useless. So I don't see any part of the game where you're gonna want to use rune boots over climbing. I think by the time Slayer comes out, you're also gonna have the Berserker helm. There's also no Slayer helm on release, or sorry, the black mask. That ends up being something that comes later. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna rush the quests, and I'm gonna try to see what I can do with the Law Altar, because I mean, it's not gonna be great money. I kind of just wanna like I'm still gonna be doing nats to 99, but I do wanna get maybe like 10k laws just to have it. And I think most people are kind of in the same boat, I guess, when it comes to the law rune crafting. And I have a few ideas for how I want to do it. So there's obviously like the first thing that comes to mind is going from drainer, but there is a way that I had an idea for, which I could technically test right now, but I kind of want to just do it on release day. I think it'll be more interesting. And that's to just go to the law altar by using Karamjatelli, unnoding at the general store, and then taking the boat. And it kind of, I don't know if it might be faster or slower, I don't know, but that's like part of what I want to end up doing. I'm gonna see what like the most optimal way will end up being, and plus I'm not gonna have the run energy method that I'm using now, so I'm gonna also hopefully make some energy pots that I have banked. I don't have the herblore levels for super energies, but I do have some Harlanders that I have banked, so that's gonna be like my mini run energy thing. But I don't know if it's gonna be worth using regular energies. Super energies are kind of pretty good already. I just don't have any money for anything right now, and I think most people are in the same boat, so I'm just gonna use whatever I have and hope for the best. I think law rune crafting back in the day was around like 10k XP an hour, maybe 11k. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is doing like one lap of nature runes, since it's basically the same inventory. I just have to bring noted S on the law rune crafting run, and then hopefully it ends up working out, and you can have like, and then I could do like a law run on the second lap. But I don't know how that's gonna work out, but that's just what comes to mind. I think that might be something that might be possible. We'll see. But yeah, I totally forgot about super energies too. I really don't want that to be something that I want to end up needing. I'm kind of just been using this method as a substitute, but in the long run, super energies will be the best in slot, I guess, thing that you will need eventually. Because right now, this little like walking that I do at the end of my nature run laps, that could be easily substituted with a super energy. So there's that. Aside from like the crazy tech that everyone's getting, the new methods, and I'm just excited just to see like just like a new area and like what that looked like just in general. I think that's gonna be the coolest part about the place. Unfortunately, the games necklace won't be something that comes out until the Birthrope Games room, so games necklaces won't really be a thing until then. Ooh, super anti. I've been kind of collecting these. It's kind of crazy that these guys drop them because they're kind of hard to get, and these might actually end up becoming worth a lot because of KQ. I know most people will probably use the regular ones, which you can just buy at the Karamja shop. My old poison method was utilizing that. I was just like making a trip there to buy anti-poisons just so, and like you would use like one dose every like half hour or something. So it wasn't too bad. Or sorry, not half hour, but I guess like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. It was something like that. So I've just been kind of picking these up. They also drop a 2 dose, which is pretty good. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys took a little peek at my bank. I don't know if I talked about it yet, but I got a lot of blue dehydes in my bank. You know, I'm I'm constantly crying how I don't have money, and yet I have probably like 60 mil in Alks. I just need to craft all those hides. But, you know, typical autismo me, I don't really want to like skill hop. I just want to just keep rune crafting and just hopefully sell some gnats. I mean, like, there's literally one guy, and I'm pretty sure he might be like Australian, because he only trades me, like, he's traded me twice in maybe the past like month or like 2 weeks. And obviously there's like so many other people selling gnats right now, so it's a little difficult. But honestly, I can't complain. I started runecrafting like pretty early, so I sold a lot of gnats, which is really good. I honestly can't complain. It might be a drag, but my like the future of 2004 Scape, I think as long as more people come into the game, just like even like a few hundred people, that's gonna move a lot of money around, and eventually those new players are gonna want gnats. And I think also when Desert Treasure comes out, people are gonna want 94 magic for Ice Barrage, so there's gonna be like a little more incentives as the game progresses and updates as well. So I'm gonna be holding on to those 1 million gnats and just chilling, I guess. I don't know when I expect to get 99, or, you know, I think once I hit 96, I'm just gonna probably go back to fishing and cooking and try out this sort of new method that is just like, I don't know, the methods on here are just so different. Like, it's like a mixture of like tick manipulation and like, I don't know, it's like really hard to explain. But it's like it's just different. It's like fishing and cooking, but you're only cooking like the salmon and draw, like, to get more fishing XP and draw it's so, I don't know. The methods people have come up on here are really insane when you take away a lot of different methods and updates and whatnot. 2 more days, man. 2 more days. You know, oh, and there's also the Brimhaven agility course. I haven't really touched agility. I think the meta right now is to do the Edgeville monkey bars until 52, and then 52 you just do wildy. I don't know, maybe I might just skill hop and try the Brimhaven agility course, because that's the only way to get Toadflax and Snapdragon, which is another thing that I think the next update with random events, that's gonna be the only way to get it. Because I know in old school you can get like 6 from Prison Pete random. I remember that was the thing. And I think Toadflax too. I think the Tree Spirit also drops some. Yeah, so super restores are gonna be really hard to get, which kind of sucks, because there is a PKing, there's a lot of like PKers out there, and I was watching a lot of like old PK videos to find any sort of change that they could possibly add to this version that might not be accurate. And a lot of people were using super restores, which probably are going to be like 20k each at this point, considering you have to do agility to get them. But who knows, that might be like a future moneymaker. Like, it might actually be better to do Brimhaven because of the rewards, aside from the agility XP, but you kind of need to use the tickets for agility XP. You can't just solely use them on agility, or sorry, just the rewards. So who knows, that might be its own thing. that somebody might figure out. I'm just throwing ideas out there right now. Also, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry if I sound like a super giga nerd because of all this. 2004 dude. I'm sorry. This is just like I haven't been this passionate about the game in such a long time that like all these little things just get me like hyped. Like it might seem like something that you're so used to from like old school, like troll stronghold, like who cares? Wow, big deal, you can kill a troll, man. Nice one, dude. Look, man, there's gonna be a granite shield in this game, buddy. Like, I don't know, like I'm hyped about this one thing, I don't know what it is, man, but this server is like less to me is more, less updates is more. Like there's so much in old school, like I can make like a whole video about that, but like I'm not gonna waste my energy on that game anymore. It's just, it is what it is. If you know, like I'm sorry, but I think this is just a superior game. Like this was RuneScape, bottom line. And I'm about to die. But yeah. Also, shout out to Crandor. Right now, I'm in a EHP competition, and I haven't looked at my progress because I've just been kind of focused on videos, and I mean, I'm not going to be uploading like crazy because right now I am doing Runecrafting to 99. I want like my next maybe 2 videos to actually show like progress and not just me doing a few laps and just talking, but I haven't looked at this, and oh man, so the rune cutters. Okay, so my team is the rune cutters. Also, we're number 4. Okay, I actually kind of been slacking. TM. So he is like rank 1 woodcutting. Let's just take a look at his gains. Dude, this website is insane, by the way. It's like if you use Temple SRS, it's like kind of inspired by that, but it's like totally unique. It's crazy. So it just has so much. Where's his gains? Where's his like woodcutting gains? How do I see his like level? Like, wait, what? Okay, so he's like 140 mil XP? That's insane. Oh wow. Yeah, he's like look, this is rank 2. Like the people on this game have gotten him. Hey, there's Mudkip. Dude, like every single skill, you can look at every single skill and people have gotten insane amount of gains. Like apparently there's like 2 people with 99 Herblore now, which I'm jealous of. That's insane. That's wow. Like there's just so much of a difference. It's like whoever gets there first, you just saved so much of a headache. And that's kind of how I view Runecrafting. Oh, wow, I'm surprised I didn't log out. I kind of just want to get Runecrafting done in the way that I want to, make as much money from it, and just, yeah, I'm not doing any like 200 mil all kind of stuff. That is, I don't think that's realistic for a server like this, but there are people with 200 mils. Like, I think there's a few people, I think Red Bean is 200 mil thieving. I don't know if there's somebody else, but people are very close. I think Pasta is also very close, or he's closing in on 200 mil. But yeah, like it's crazy. Like when you have these kind of people playing the game, and the people who are just like kind of casual, just enjoying the game, whatever, it allows everybody to just play the game at, you don't feel that that like sense of like waiting, because like everything's also kind of slow anyways, so you don't feel that like, oh man, now I can't really play the game because I can't buy rune arrows or something. Like there's people for everything, which is really cool. So it's almost as if we're like just like a mini self-sustaining town that just is working. It's weird. You would never think that a game with like 200 players, like especially this kind of game, would be, especially when you look at the high scores, you're like, there's no way. There's only 200 people playing. How do people have enough bars? How do people have enough essence? How do people have enough hides and bones and etc.? And it just works. And it's only better when, and it's even more better when there's more people playing. So my hopes are to, you know, hope that the game grows and, you know, make things a little easier for me. But honestly, if the game becomes kind of Iron Man mode-ish, I really wouldn't mind. There actually is some people that play an Iron Man without trading, which is pretty cool. Shout out to I think I probably butchered his name, but he was like rank 1 free to play when the game came out. He was playing the main. He was playing as the main, and then he made a new account as an Iron Man. And the dude is insane at the game. It's crazy. Hashtag Crandor. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. I think my next video will probably be the next big update. Since it's going to be a system update, I'm probably going to try and snipe some shop items, because the shop does reset on every update, which is kind of rare. It's kind of rare. And yeah, it's going to be cool trying out this new update. There could be bugs, there could be everything. You know, everything could go wrong, everything could be really good. Who knows? We have no idea until it comes out. Which, for the most part, by the way, the devs do a amazing job. Like, they're on top of things. They actually test everything that they do. But there's obviously no better way of testing all of this without having 100 people go at it. You know, makes things so much easier. And a lot of things do get reported, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I think next video it's gonna be me trying to show all the content that comes out, and hopefully we can get some KQ content, even though I have like no stats. But I don't know, I'm thinking about getting a cannon, because I think that's gonna be really my only chance, and I'm gonna need a cannon anyway. So long term I should just buy one, and I do actually have some money to buy one. So I did loot someone's like 300 cannonballs at one point, so I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best on day one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to get me back into like the swing of things, like the little quirks of YouTube and whatnot. But I definitely am enjoying just playing this game, and just now I'm making content for it. So I hope you guys enjoy my content too. And honestly, I'm serious. Like, I hope you guys try this game at some point, even if, you know, even if it's not your thing, like just to try it, just to experience it, because I really do think it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. You know, a lot of people are putting their free time into making this, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. I don't think you know, having things especially free in today's world like this is honestly like amazing. Like, these guys are really passionate as well, and they do a really good job. Shout out to Basaz. I'm gonna drop a Ko-Fi link if you guys want to maybe send the guy some money, or, you know, if you want to show some generosity. I tossed the guy like 20 bucks one time. You know, I don't know. You know, like, I feel like these guys deserve something, you know, or just even just sharing the project really helps a lot. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This one's a little longer, but I think honestly long-term videos, like long videos, I think that's gonna be okay for me. I'm gonna try and keep it like 20, maybe half an hour, I don't know. This is a little longer than the last one, but I'm gonna try and keep it around like 20 minutes ish. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon.